What's up, guys? I'm playing some rapid chess on chess.com, trying to get to 2400 as usual. I'll be explaining the thought process behind each move, and hopefully you can learn something. All right, let's play knight of 3. We're going to attack the pawn, and we're going to go into what's called a Scotch game. And I will take this back. I could play the Scotch gambit. No, we'll just stick with the normal Scotch game. We'll just take the pawn back. Okay, so he goes here. The main line against this is to take this knight. And most people will take with the b pawn. Very good. And the move that I like to play is queen e2. Thanks to GM Avatek over at Chess Mood. He recommended this move to me. So it's not the main move. So usually it kind of throws people off a little bit. And we'll see how our opponent is going to react. Basically, the plan for us is going to be to play knight c3, b3, bishop b2, a castle queenside. Okay, assuming that nothing weird happens and we have to react. If, for example, black just plays some regular moves, I think this is what we do. Yeah, so I think here we could probably just follow the plan. I guess sometimes the bishop can also go to g5, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. Yeah, like I'm wondering, does it make sense to do that now? Because now if you go bishop g7, I do have e5. I do have e5, which would be pretty annoying. So let's say bishop g5, d6, castles, bishop g7, e5 there. Then he just takes it, though. I guess I couldn't play e5. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's better to begin Keto or just go for the pin anyway. I mean, I kind of do like the idea of just getting castled right away. We could play like f4 and try to play. Yeah, we have to watch out for this. It's a little. Let's go for it. It's a little tricky, but I think we'll try this. I think he's going to play d6, yes, and I think I'm going to castle. I guess the alternative is an immediate f4, and just say, look, I'm just going to play e5 next. How are you going to stop me? Right? Can we do that? f4, e5. Bishop g4 doesn't work, or does it? Takes. I'm up a piece at the moment. Yeah, that should be fine. So f4, h6 maybe. We can drop back. Bishop g7, e5. Yeah, this looks pretty annoying. I don't know. Let's play f4. Hopefully I'm not missing something. But I want to see how black's going to deal with this move. This is a big threat because the knight can't move when it's pinned, right? If we're able to go there, black has a problem. All right? What's up, Brian? How's it going? Hey, Marion. Good to see you guys. Okay, what does black have in store for us? h6, we go back. Normally, you would want to play like g5 there to break the pin, but I think I just take it. e5 looks like it should be winning for me. What else can they play? Like, I'm not seeing much. Unless I'm missing some idea here. Queen e6? Maybe you play queen e6 to get away from the pin. That doesn't look like a very good move, but maybe that's what they have to do. Okay, queen. Yeah, I guess queen e6 sort of saves the position. Then what? Do I just castle? Hey, thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. What's up, Rob? How's it going? Yanni, hey, man. Haven't seen you in a while. You just watched the Halloween Gambit tournament? Nice. Good. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun one. Okay, let me see if I can figure out what I'm going to do against queen here. I'm pretty sure this is what they're going to play. Of course, I could castle. I feel like castling makes sense. Get the king out of the center. Queen c4, I don't know if that's a good move. I think I want to get castled before I start doing things like that. Let's castle. Too bad they had queen e6, because if they didn't have queen e6, I might have just been winning with e5. But yeah, I think they found a way to get away from the pin. Okay. So what if I do play e5? They take, I take. My idea is that if the knight moves somewhere, we might have a checkmate. The knight would have to block that off by either going here or here. d5 takes check. They have c6. Also d7, I guess, works too. So it doesn't quite do anything. How do we get this bishop into the game? This is what I'm trying to figure out. Do I play like g3 and just put it here? Or do I go for some queen c4 trade? They wouldn't have to take me, although I'm threatening this, so maybe they would take me. Or do I do something else? Not really sure. f5 takes. Well, f5 is actually interesting. Let me get the bishop into the game. We're threatening to play like maybe g4. Oh, can I do that? They can't take me because rook f1 wins a piece, if I'm not mistaken. They just move their queen. That's an interesting move. I don't know if it's that good. I don't know what to do here, guys. I mean, there's also like h3, g4, and then threaten f5 that way. They're going to castle a5, bishop a6, and I think their position is fine. I feel like now is a moment I need to come up with some good plan. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. Ooh, if I go here and play knight e4, they can't take me. That's interesting. If they try to castle, takes. Do I like that position? Man, I don't know, guys. I think I'm spending too much time. I think I need to make a decision. I just don't know what the decision should be. I have no idea. All right, I'm going to play h3, g4 and try to go for f5. I don't know. It feels like the wrong move, but it's also the wrong move to use all your time on move 10 and just lose on time. So we're going to go with this and see what happens. To be a little careful for black's attack because they do have an open file on my king. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on that. Let's play g4. So we are keeping an eye on f5 and also makes a space for my bishop if I want to go that route. Okay, so I think it makes sense here to defend this. Okay, so rooks are connected. We do have some plans of attacking here. Yeah, there's a5, so the bishop's coming here. Maybe now is a good time to think about where my queen's going to go. Rook e1, queen what? Maybe queen f2 to h4. Let's do it. Queen f2, h4. Bishop a6 definitely is going to happen here. Queen f2. Yeah, I'm actually concerned. After knight d7, the knight's coming over. All of black's pieces are sort of lining up on my king side. I'm not liking this. Maybe, okay, maybe I have some f5 ideas. Although then queen e5. Bishop f4. Queen. Gonna have a ton of options. Oh, we would take it. Okay, maybe there's something here. You're getting ready for a tournament in Houston. Nice. Yeah, he does move the knight, what I was kind of afraid of. Don't love this. Okay. What if I do play f5? What happens? Because right now the problem is takes, right? And I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble with that. f5 would at least force the queen off that diagonal. I think we should do it. Well, I do give up this square, which also looks scary, but we got to do something. Let's go. Let's go. So queen e5. Okay. Queen f2, so I can play bishop f4 is what I'm thinking. They're going to play rook b8 and try to sack, though. Yeah, but I chased the queen away just in time. So rook b8, bishop f4, we chase it away just in time. They don't have time to sack, right? Can't go here because I have g5 and f6. So this is a big threat. This is a big threat, bishop f4. Bishop f4, where does the queen even go? d5 when we trade. Okay. I might have e5 there to threaten this nice little fork. Okay. Let's say rook b8, bishop f4, queen c5. Takes. e5. Okay, it's no longer a fork, but I still come in with the bishop with a nice little threat. Might be worth it. Open up the position. Okay, let's see if they even do that. They might do something else. Maybe like just develop a bishop could be a move. I guess I could play knight c5 and then put the queen on e7. That doesn't look so great, I don't think. Okay, we're catching up on time. This is good. This is good. You play h6. Oh, so they do want to keep the queen here and stop me from doing this. Interesting. Well, I still have to do this, probably. And then maybe h4, threatening g5. Oh, that's so weird. They forced me to play the move I was going to play anyway. That was very strange. Yeah, I think we take and sack this and then go for this. If they push, what happens? And we push. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it quickly so we don't lose on time. So this is my big threat. That's pretty serious. So they do stop it. So can I just play f6 though now? And really just shut down the bishop? Alternatively, I could just take this. Oh, I could take this and take here with a fork. Ooh. Almost missed that one, guys. I almost missed it. There we go. There we go. Tactics. That's a good one. That's a good one because the rook's undefended, so we're getting... Actually, no, they could play here. I didn't see that. Okay, so they are going to get 2 pieces, but I'm getting 2 pawns and a rook. So also take with the rook. Does that make more sense? Probably not. The bishop e6. We take this. Yeah, it's not as good as I thought it was, but still interesting. How can I... Yeah, what do we do? I'm not actually sure what to do. Should I play b3? a4, I guess, is happening. Yeah, this is tough. I missed that wasn't... I thought I was getting the rook for free. I forgot that I was going to have to give up my bishop. Okay. Let's push. So the knight's going to move here or here and then a3. Okay. I'm down on time though, so I gotta speed up here. Gotta speed up. I think a3 is the move. Otherwise we just lose a pawn, right? Expect one of these two moves. I'd be really surprised if they play anything else. Okay, let's go a3. Let's just defend this. Okay, so we are ready for that. Try to invade? I don't know. Oops, that. Okay, maybe rook c1. I don't think they'll sack, although that's something to keep an eye on. They don't. Let's see. Bishops are so good. These bishops are really good. Maybe I try to trade one. Maybe that's the play. Mine's not as good. Yeah, maybe we do this. Knight here. Knight here. Okay, bishop f2, c5. Rook e6 is a move also, maybe. Try to grab a pawn. But I think I like trading this bishop off. Knight f4 is annoying. Try to avoid the fork. Okay, so I'm stopping this and threatening this. Let's not let the knight in there. Still have potentially bishop c5 in the cards to trade that guy. Okay, but he's going to take with the knight. Going to take with the knight, I bet. Stop that. That's a fork. Ah. Okay. Oh, he blundered his knight and I missed it. He blundered his knight and I missed it. Okay, well, I won't miss that. Yes. 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 23-97. That was a tough game. was a very tough game. Oh boy. Okay, how did we do? What was the accuracy on that one? Ooh, yikes. 68, 63. Although I was never really losing except for this moment right here. This was the only moment I was actually losing. Knight d6 is winning. Ooh, look at that. It's threatening a triple fork. So even if I move one of the pieces, there's still going to be a fork next move. That's nasty. That was very nasty. But he only had 19 seconds, so. I forgot I could take the knight here, but fine. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's go. Let's go. 2400. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Knight f3. Oh, boy. I think I'm going to do something wild here. I'm going to do something wild. You guys remember that video where I played e5 and d5 every game and somehow was like winning? That's what we're going for here. Okay? That's what we're going for. Let's see. How do we continue to be aggressive here? Maybe just knight c6. Just starting to take it. We give up a pawn, but we get an open file. We get open diagonals. And probably most importantly, we steer the game into positions very different than what the normal knight f3 positions would look like. I think that's the biggest advantage. Bishop f4. Okay. Yeah, bishop d6, just kind of keep putting the pressure there. I think makes sense. Let's do it. The white is taking the approach that they're up a pawn, so trading pieces should help them, which is true. But there's still a lot of game left to be played. And now they change their mind on that. Let's go rook b8. Let's go rook b8. Use the open file that we have here. Okay, this makes some weaknesses. Maybe we can take advantage of it. Maybe we can't. But let's keep developing. We're getting ready to castle. Threatening knight e4. And actually, we might be threatening this now. Yeah, because before they had c3, but once my knight's on e4, I can jump in, and that's kind of annoying for white. Okay, so they do take. Let's take with the queen here. I don't think it makes sense to play this move. I mean, it's a fancy fork, but why? Let's just do this. So knight e4, we have to at least consider it. What happens? They move. Check. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we have any tricks. Although, hold on. If the queen moves to d3, we might have queen f6, which... f3, we go check. g3, we do have some interesting tactics there. So let's say they go... No, this actually... Let's do it. This is an annoying move. Because queen d3 is met by this. That's actually very annoying, isn't it? Okay, I did not expect that. But I guess my question would be, can I not still do this? So what's the idea? We're going to take this pawn. If you do anything over here, I'm taking that and I'm happy. So you have to deal with it, but f3 is met by queen h4. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know how white's going to deal with this. Oh, okay, well. Do they want queen c... Ah, they want queen c7? No, that's not a good move, is it? Is that a good move? Queen c7 a good move. I mean, we may have to sack a rook, but it's just a rook. We're going for the king. We're going for something more. Now I have a tough decision. If I take here with check, the king runs. Okay, you can't go there because of this. You have two options. If you go to e2, seem to be out of luck. I better take the rook. See, now this is interesting. Queen takes c7. I'm going to castle. This is what I said. Sack the rook. Can't actually take it. Or maybe you can. Wow. Here's a funny line. Takes, 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 check, take the queen, and we get some sort of equal endgame, which is fascinating. Okay. He wants to castle, I suppose. Oh, bishop comes out. What's the... Wait, am I up material? Yeah, I'm up material. So I go here, he castles, and I take, the rook takes, and then I just move my queen somewhere, and the game goes on. But I'm up material. Yeah? Let's do it. Okay, take this. Come back here. We attack, we defend. I like that move a lot. 3-6, 3-6, 7. So there's a knight and a pawn for a rook. Yeah, so I'm up material. Okay, we could take that. The pawn takes. I don't like that so much. Queen here. Queen here. Ooh, that's an interesting square to be on, because then we have ideas of sneaking over this way. What if you just take this? No, you can't do that. Then you're going to get checkmated. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Whenever there's like a pawn pushed in front of, you know, a castled king, that's usually a sign that there might be some weaknesses. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Okay, he's going to go for it. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in this. For white. This looks super dangerous, doesn't it? Because if I get this other rook here, oh boy, this guy wants to get checkmated. This guy literally wants to get checkmated. Most people don't want that, but every now and then, get someone. 8 and 2. That's 2,400. I'm done. We're ending. See you later. Stream is over. Just kidding. I didn't expect it to happen so fast, though, to be honest with you. Ooh, 94. Brilliant move. Let's go. Now, I have a question. I have a serious question. How many of you, when I played the move e5, thought I was going crazy? Huh? Huh? I'm telling you, when you take people out of their comfort zone, it's amazing what can happen in a game of chess. It really is, right? Like this position, probably they've never seen before because I did this crazy move, you know? And sure enough, a couple moves later, 94, and then there's the blunder. Thankfully, I was paying attention and noticed it. Queen h4, takes. Yeah, this was nice. This was, oh, that was a brilliant castle. Brilliant castling. That might be a first for me. I don't know if I've ever done a brilliant castle before. That is crazy. A brilliant castle kingside. Oh my. Dude, I gotta save this game. That is sweet. So what's the point? I was talking about this line, but it's even more powerful if you just go straight for this. Threatening to just get to the king and also threatening the queen. and even better to take here, but both are pretty good. And you can see this is a very bad position for even just rook e8. Probably going to get checkmated. Wow. That is wild. That is wild. I got to make a note of that. I got to update the thumbnail for this live stream because I don't think that's ever happened. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, wait. Did I need to see anything else in this game? I mean, it wasn't really much of a game because we just came down and checkmated them. So, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's play which pawn? I'm struggling to decide. Okay, we'll do e4. Should I play a Grand Prix? No, I'll play bishop b5. I have to play good moves against these strong players. a6. I think we can go... Where do we put this bishop on a6? d3 or e2? Probably d3 is the move. It's a little weird. But I think we take this, drop back, and then we play c3 to try to undermine the annoying pawn here. Okay, so we pack it. And d5, probably principled move. I feel like I should castle. But do we get into trouble? Takes, d3. No, we have knight f4. We take the pawn back. As far as I can tell. Castle. All right. Here we go. Yeah, this is the big risk in the position. Because if they're able to push this and keep your bishop trapped, you're going to have a bad day. But I don't think they can do it. Because I think we go here and we're going to take our pawn back. Now that's interesting, though. So bishop f3, then there's that move I was talking about. I could play d3. I have to give up a bishop. I don't love that, but it's probably fine. Alternatively, I let it happen, go knight f4, and then I say maybe I can capture it in the future, but I think that's going to be easy to do. I think I should probably play d3. That's the safer move, definitely. Do not get in a bad situation. Okay, so here we can take back. Maybe with the knight is fine. Yeah, this is a weak pawn, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it was going to get traded anyway. Okay, let's take back. Of course, they can take here if they really want. We'll have an opposite color bishop ending. Don't love that. I'm not super happy with how this opening has gone. Okay, bishop g5. f4, e3. If we can get the knight to d5, that would be nice. But e6 is the annoying thing, right? e6. I have an idea, actually. I do have an idea. But is it a smart idea or not? All right, let's go. I'm going to try to target these dark squares, is what I'm looking at. So if I can get my bishop somewhere, paired up with the knight, maybe even with a rook, we may be able to cause some problems to this rook, what I'm envisioning. Like, for example, knight c7, if the rook goes here, we could trap it. Now, the problem is the rook would go to b8. But maybe I still trap it, or maybe I go to b6 instead, and we can't do that because e5, but I'm wondering if there's some way to take advantage of this. B5 is the only problem. You know what I could do? Maybe I play A4 and try to get the pawn to A5. Coming out with his bishop, though. Not if you play E6, then you don't have a lot of options. So, okay. This is an interesting moment. Ooh, that's a very clever move, because if I take it, they're going to go king f8. I did not even think about that one. Now they are allowing me to double up the pawns. The problem is black's rooks and bishop are incredibly active. And I do not believe I can afford to let that happen. So I will go here, and the problem for this rook is you can't go here because you get trapped. You have to play this super ugly move, rook a7. That's so ugly. It's ugly because how is the rook going to get out of there? It's trapped in a prison. A4, A5, I don't have time because they're going to go A5 themselves. Bishop out, they take rook B1. And then A4. Yeah, let's do it. Sacrificing a pawn here. Could also consider, instead of rook B1, I could consider rook D1. They're not going to want to trade because then their back rank is weak. So they would probably move somewhere. And then what do I do? Question is, do we have some nice move with this? Ah, 94. Ho, 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 ho. 94. So we could let him play rook D1. Ooh, I'm noticing some cool stuff here, guys. Okay, I didn't see that. I did not see that. Wait, so if I go rook D1, they're going to take. I take, they take. I win in exchange. I win in exchange. They blundered. Rook D1 takes, only move. I trade the rook, so they've gotten a knight, but then I get a rook. I'm winning the exchange. Let's go. They blundered. Yes. Okay, it's not over. We still have to play the game. But I am going to be up an exchange. They probably only calculated what happens if I took back here or something. I don't know, like takes maybe. They forgot that I could just do it this way. Okay, so we have a rook for a bishop. Pawns are even. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. 24-14. 94. 94. I don't know how this is happening. I have no idea how this is happening. Well, this I knew. Most of these moves I knew what to do. It was right here when I had to start thinking. Okay, we did play the wrong move. I was supposed to actually take this with my knight. And then take here and allow this. Oh, because queen a4 check? Whoa. If you block with the bishop, you lose this. And, oh man, that's nasty. If you play b5, what is going on? This is, wow. Okay, I did not see that at all. Queen a4. Sneaky move. Apparently the best move is queen d7. And this is somehow better for me. Okay, wow. The castling was not good. Yeah, they should have played d3. But what was the deal after knight f4? I thought I was just taking this. Knight f6? Oh, no. Oh, no, I can't just take it. Because g5 makes my knight move and my bishop is undefended. Yikes. Which means on knight f6, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. They missed it. They missed it. So we got lucky there. Played knight f6 instead, which allowed me d3. And now I'm okay. Queen takes d8 was the best move. Knight d5 was the best move. Knight b6 was the best move. Wow. I don't know. I don't know how I did that. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I really just want to pre-move e5. It's like, it doesn't matter what they play. You can always just play e5 every time. e4. Let's take it. Let's play d5. I think d5 is a nice principled move here. You don't want to fall too behind in development, so just getting the pawns out there. Takes with the queen. Okay, so if I take, this happens. That's not going to be good for me. Knight c6. Takes. Then we get to go on the offensive. That's probably fine for me. All right, let's play knight c6. Wait, is this right? Did I calculate this? Wait, bishop b5. I didn't really calculate bishop b5, but I guess bishop d7 is okay. Oh, no, they're going to go for it. Okay. So now we get to kind of go on the offensive. We're going to get our pawn back here. And I guess we're going to have like an equal position, roughly. This is obviously the big threat. I expect that we see bishop d3 or knight a3. Bishop d3, I'll have a tough decision. Bishop d3, I have to decide, do I take back the pawn? Okay, I didn't think about that. I guess we just go here. I don't think that bothers me too much. Knight e5. No, they don't do it. They don't do it. This allows me to go check, though. Hold up. If we go check, bishop e3, bishop c5, or I take here, threatening it that way, but then there's rook d1 or castles that I'm worried about. But if you do castle, e6, no, there's going to be c4. We have to be careful with that one. So bishop c5, castles, then we could take. Not sure what's happening in that position, to be honest with you. And I guess we could take here right away. And the idea is that if you're trying to castle and get away, you're going to allow me to mess up the pawn structure. Although, is that even good for me? Hard to say. Yeah, this is interesting, right? Like, how valuable is it to go here and attack that bishop? That's what I'm trying to figure out. We're still going to get castled at the end of the day. And then we have a rook sitting here. I guess their knight can jump in. Then we get to go to the 7th rank. I'm still not developed, though. The knight has to come out. If we take right away, then they're going to castle this way. But after takes, let's say I bring out this knight. Are we fine? There's this knight on e5, though. This is annoying. No, I think I need to get a rook here. Okay, so bishop e3 is going to happen for sure. Takes, castles, c6, c4 is a problem, right? Yeah, we can't. Not what we want. So we can't take this with the knight. We cannot take that with the knight. So we probably have to go bishop c5, right? And go for that line. Okay. I'm expecting they're going to castle. They could castle either way. They could probably also play king d2. So there's a lot of options here for white. Although on king d2, I guess we just take. And now there's no longer a rook that's going to line up on my king. So probably I would expect they would do this. I mean, that's what I would probably do. Oh, you know what? I just noticed that the pawn on a2 is hanging. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Check, and then we come back. Wow. I don't know what's going on. Hey, they do go for it. So, oh, you know what's really interesting, guys? There's also this move, takes here, knight c3 check, and then I take over here. What kind of position does that leave me with? So it's 3-6, 3-6. So it's even material. They have doubled pawns. Then I could develop. Do I like that? As opposed to takes, rook e1. Probably have to trade, bring out my knight. Then I have to worry about stuff like, no, I think I like that. I think we do it. I think we do it. Look at this. Surprising move. Surprising move. Yeah, I think this is okay. Because my 3 pawns look better than these 3 pawns for some reason, right? We have a passed pawn here. My pawns look beautiful. They're the most beautiful pawns I've ever seen. So, I mean, all we have to do is get our knight developed, and I think we're in good shape here. When did I change my background? Yeah, just recently. Just recently added the... It's a Lego site. It's not a real Nintendo. It's Legos. Recently put that back there. I like to swap them out from time to time. Good observation. Isn't the pass pawn hanging? Oh, this one, no. If white takes that, we play b6 and it's trapped. So you can't do that. And you would lose your bishop. Pretty common idea. These pawns a lot of times can't really be captured because the pieces just get trapped in the corner over there. Maybe he wants to go here. Or just support the pawn. Not exactly sure. If I play knight f6, what about knight g5? Guess we could just defend. Let's do it. Get the knight to e4, and we're in real good shape there then, because then we have some nice squares to jump to. Okay, so this is what I would like to do. I mean, I see that white can play knight g5, threatening here, but I think we just swing a rook over. No, they go c5. Whoa. I guess I'm just wondering, what is the plan against this? Threatening the fork, so you have to deal with the fork. And I'm also just going to take the pawn. c6? Takes. Check. We move somewhere. Alternatively, I don't take it. I just go back here. Or go up. And then we might get in some trouble. Still probably my best move. Let's go here and then calculate. So we've got options. I mean, even just taking it. Knight d4, we just go here. It's not like the end of the world. Knight b5, he's getting forked. Probably could just take it. And oh, then also I have this file and a knight. We might actually have a checkmate in that situation. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm not. The only other reason I could think that you would do this is if you're like somehow trying to trap my bishop, but I'm just not seeing how that's going to work. Even just this, like you can't really defend that. So I just take it. And I don't quite get it. Bishop d4. So I want to do this. Knight e5. Takes, and we get our own fork. Looks pretty good. Here we just move. You go check. Yeah, looks good. Let's go. Good. I just had to calculate a couple of different things, but nothing seems too scary, so. If you're just joining now, you missed the brilliant castling. I castled kingside, and it was a brilliant move. Not joking. Okay, he's going for it. So if I run, then the knight comes in. That's pretty annoying. Now that being said, maybe I could still do that. Rook f8. And have a good position. The alternative is we sack and then we play knight f2. Let's just say, I don't know, some random rook move. I takes. Even if you throw in this, I have my rook on g1. Goes back, we jump in. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's also kind of forcing. Let's do it. I'm going to go with the forcing line. King c8 also looks very good, but you have a forcing move like this, I think it's just the safer option to go for it. This, I'm happy. I mean, yeah, you get a pawn temporarily, but then when you have to move later, I get a pawn and my rook is on the second rank. Either way, I'm getting my piece back. Okay, they do go for it. That's fine. Rook f1 takes. This doesn't even do anything because then my knight is free. My knight's just sitting there, so I just move and like everything's hanging. Or maybe I move here. I'm not sure, but it's fine. So, okay, he goes there with the bishop. I could take either one. I think I'd rather have white's rook in the corner than anywhere else. So let's take that and then take this. Okay, so we have 3, 4, 5 against 3. Yeah, so we're doing great. We're doing absolutely great. Essentially, you got 2 pawns. I could force the bishop ending. So when you're trying to decide about these types of things, you have to make sure, is it a winning endgame? I definitely think it is. So I think this is a very smart thing to do. Rooks, by the way, rook endings tend to be more drawish than other types of endings. So trading the rooks is most likely a good thing, basically. So, but trading the bishops would be the easiest thing to win this. So let's go ahead and threaten this. King and pawn ending with extra passed pawns is super easy to win. So I would be very happy to offer a bishop trade, and if not, get another pawn. So white probably has to push this now. They do. Okay. Push my pass pawn. Get it rolling here. Also push this one. Just kind of make it difficult for white to stop all the pawns. You'll notice they put their pawn on a white square, so I can't attack it with my bishop. It's fine. I'm just going to keep pushing this guy. Uh-huh. I wonder if I can play this. Because if you take with the bishop, then I go here and I think I win. If you take with the king, I go here and I think I also win. Sneaky little pawn sacrifice. Aha. Just kind of forcing the issue. Okay, so they don't take it. Now I'll defend it. Then I can bring my king up and attack these guys. See, I'm able to do stuff like that because I'm the one who has the passed pawn that white has to constantly be aware of. Let me jump over here. Threaten this. Okay. Let's get the bishop off. If we get the bishop off that diagonal, we will win. So let's do that. Don't think I want to let this happen. Threatening this next move either way. And keep in mind, even if they go here, I'm still going to do it because you can't trade the bishops or it's a losing king and pawn ending because of this guy. So white is just running out of options, essentially. He's trying to do some shenanigans, but I don't really care. Once you get the bishop off of the diagonal, it's just clean sailing. Smooth sailing. Smooth sailing, not clean sailing. Yeah, it's nice, too, that the bishops are on the same color. If they were on opposite colors, this would be much more difficult to win, and it might not even be a win. I don't know. But since they're on the same color, I can do things like that, forcing his bishop away, and then it's easy. Okay, cool. We are on a roll so far. 91, okay. Very good. I had quite a few games with 90 accuracy, so pretty happy with that. Yes, yes. Rockfish would have played knight f6. Oh, okay. No, but here it like knight takes a2 and knight c3 check. Nice. So I found the best line there. Ooh, didn't like that. Interesting. Because rook d3? What's wrong with the rook d? What do I just move? Oh, I have nowhere to move my bishop to? Stockfish says you have to go all the way back to f8. Why? Here runs into rook b3. Not good. Here we can't go. Here runs into c5. Not good. And here blocks your rook and allows knight e5 check. Not good. Wow. So if they would have played rook d3, the only move for me would have been bishop f8. That's interesting. Okay, but they didn't see that, thankfully. And then we were in good shape here. And yeah, rook takes e5 was the best line. Great. Okay, very good. Very good, very good. Okay, we're black again. I mean, I guess let's just do it. We're seem to be unstoppable playing the move e5. So let's go d5. Okay. Now let's put the pressure on the knight. Like we're playing Bugs Bunny. Let's go with... I want to play knight c6. If you take with the queen, I'm happy. So the question is, what if you take with the pawn? Am I happy or not? So knight to b4. That is an interesting position, isn't it? c4, no, then there's knight d4 stuff. We got to be careful here. I mean, I could take it, but then I lose castling rights. I don't think I want to do that. Knight c6. Is there no... Oh, wait. Instead of knight b4, I could play knight e5 against that. Bishop e2. Do we have a nice continuation? Is the question. Bishop e2, knight g6. Castles. I don't love that. I don't really like that so much. e4. I think this was a pretty good move, actually. Maybe I have to take it. Maybe I have to do that. I didn't want to, but takes, knight g5 is the move, right? He's gonna get the pawn, but no, we can't take that, dude. You can't take that. Let's go for this line. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, there's no way to make knight b4 work, right? Knight b4, c4 seems to be pretty good for him. b4 is what I don't like. Bishop c5. Yeah, then we have to worry about a3, and I don't like it. Okay, we'll do this. We do have a pin. We do have a pin. The knight cannot take me. Yep, bishop e2. That's what I was expecting. And I don't want to trade too many pieces, so that's why I think I'm going to go back. Castle is a little bit annoying, but bishop d6, knight e7. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. We are down a pawn, but it's just a pawn. I have all my pieces kind of ready to attack the king over here, so I like that. Oh, they don't castle. Okay. Surprised me a little bit there. Okay. Oh, is there a hurricane in Jamaica right now? I didn't know that. I've not been following the news. Yeah, hopefully they're okay. I mean, they're able to play chess, so that's a good sign. Okay. I'm worried about this. It looks like my knight is going to have to go there. I guess I just do it now. And I keep my options open on which way I'm castling. Yeah, let's keep the options open. Let's go queen d7. And I think I would like to go this way. Yeah, well, that's a little bit annoying. How about f5, f4? How about knight h4? Where's the bishop go? How about knight f4? How about knight f5? Wow, there's lots of moves I could play. What happens on knight f5? Bishop g4. Knight e5. Wow. This is pretty funny, actually. Let's go. Let's do it. We'll go with knight f5 here. Bishop g4, I think we have knight e5. Rook e1. Okay, do it. Didn't think about that. Probably need a castle at this point. because I don't want to get into trouble with the rook coming here. I have to be careful with the bishop lined up on this, but the knight's in the way, and I do have the option to trade it off. So I don't think we're in danger. Queen d3 though. d6. Ooh. That's a little annoying. Although if this trade happens, then we get to use the rook, so it's probably not the end of the world. Okay, so I'm going to have to play g6 though. I am going to have to play g6 against both of these moves. Otherwise, we just lose our queen. g6 only move here after they play. Okay. I don't think they're going to take that. They're probably going to move a rook. I guess I'm just wondering. h5 would kind of force the issue. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get rid of this annoying pin. This is a problem. Let's get rid of that, then we can start attacking on the g file. Or they leave, in which case our knight is no longer pinned, and I would be happy about that. Okay, so now we can do something with this guy again. Maybe knight here. Knight here. Yeah, let's go see if we can get the bishop. See if we can get the bishop. Kill down that one pawn that I sacked earlier, but things are starting to open up for us. Okay, so we could take, queen takes, we could play f6. We could play f6 straight away and just leave the tension there. I like that, I think. So we're just supporting our bishop and maybe even setting up g5, g4 ideas here to keep the attack going. King b8 might be a move I want to play just to support here and get away from any potential tactics. Okay. Interesting. So we have a decision. If we take this, he's going to take with the queen. I don't believe we want to go into that position, though it is an option. Probably instead, I would just play g5, g4. So takes, g5, knight goes here, g4. Queen f5. Takes. g5, queen f5. There must be some move there. What if I just take? Keeping the bishop. Yeah, maybe that gives me attacking chances. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to go knight d4, I'm sure. At least I am pretty sure. And then I think I'm going to just go for this. Ah, you know what? On knight d4, do I have... Queen d5? Let's see, check. He doesn't do it. He plays queen b3. Whoa. Not expecting that. So, okay, g4, h4 is the problem, right? g3. I probably need to shut this down before I go here. I don't want him to push by. Okay. Interesting. He's trying to just counterattack. Okay. Huh. That's actually a pretty annoying threat because, or is it? Maybe it's not that annoying. Because I'm going to be the one actually threatening checkmate, you know? I'm going to be the one with the checkmate threat. Okay, there it is. So you can't do something like rook c1. You have to... Ah, it's check, though. Okay, that's fair. So we move. This is turning into an interesting position, isn't it, guys? Okay. Let me go here. I'm not sure exactly why. I'm thinking something along the lines of bishop g3, taking advantage of the pin. Kind of cuts his queen off from the action, actually, if I do that. Yeah, bishop g3 seems to be a pretty good move. Maybe here. No, I can't do that. Maybe later. But also rook d2. Yeah, bishop g3, rook d2. I mean, rook g8, I don't know how much that helps me. His queen's doing a pretty good job defending this, so... Okay, that doesn't stop me. But I can also do this. He's going to go knight e4, I bet. Knight e4 allows me to take this. So bishop g3, knight e4. Rook d2. Takes. Check. The king moves. Let's go with this one. Because I will take this pawn with my rook. That's a safe way to capture. Actually, no, there's knight a4. Okay, so we have to watch out for that. Okay, so now maybe bishop g3. So knight e4, then we take. If he takes me here, I can't take back because of this guy. Okay, so we need to move this guy somewhere. Here. Now I'm able to go here and then take like this. Yeah, we've got to have some tactics popping up soon. I mean, our pieces are so active, right? We should have something. We definitely should have something. No, are you serious right now? Uh, doesn't work. It doesn't work. Shoot. Okay. It almost worked, guys. It was so close to working. I'm telling you, this was so close to working. I don't want to let this happen. I'm getting mated. He does have a check, but we go here and... I also can just go in the corner. Maybe that's the safe thing. If the knight takes, we just go there. Yeah, that's the safe thing. Okay, so we go in the corner. Oh, we got to check this game afterwards. Ooh. Man, I'm gonna flag. I'm gonna flag, guys. What am I doing? I think I was getting mated, though. I thought I saw some checkmates. Maybe I was seeing ghosts. I don't know. I think I'm done now, though. Wasted too much time. I don't know what he's gonna do. No idea what he's gonna do. I don't think we can win with 14 seconds. Maybe he blunders something. There is a fork there, though. Does he have any checks? All right. The rook here. Bishop here, maybe? I mean, I think we're going to do this. What is he going to play? What is he going to This is making my heart rate go very high. Come on, dude. Come on. What is he going to come up with? I'm thinking like queen b3, rook c1 maybe, but I don't know. What is happening? Oh. We did it. We did it. Oh. Oh. Where's the heart rate monitor when you need it? Dude. Wow. That was insane. Okay. Let's just see. Okay, king b8, queen b6. But ooh, that was a mistake. He had 96. He had 96. I needed to play queen d5. Okay, but let's see here. Played the best move somehow. Ooh. Yeah, Stockfish actually says the best thing to do is sacrifice the queen to get rid of that knight because it was so powerful and just go into this position. So queen d6 was the next best move. He should have played queen b3 check. And I was going to play queen b6 and the game goes on. After this... Oh, rook c6 was the move, guys. That's the move. It's a fork, and it's defended by the queen. He waited one move too long before he started thinking. If he would have stopped in this position and thought, probably would have noticed that. So I got really lucky. He went here, allowed me to play king b6, and now it's just a draw if he finds a4. Which, ooh, a4 would have been a good move, actually. Yeah, a4 would have been a great move because if I would have taken this, that's still checkmate. Look at that. It's a very sneaky move, a4. They thought for so long. They thought for over 2 minutes. And then I blundered. Rook d7 is the best move. Okay, well. I just wanted to trade that queen as fast as possible because then I knew I could pre-move. And then... I don't know why they didn't take this. Because if you take it, it's not checkmate. At least not right away. The king actually gets away. Oh, f5 does trap it. Nah, but it would have been a better try than just letting me take the queen. That was kind of silly. Honestly, I didn't even realize this was checkmate right away. I was just like pre-move and then I was going to bring the rook down and... Okay. We're on a streak, guys. We're on a streak. Man. Okay, let's play d4. And e4 maybe. Oh, he plays... What is this? What is this shenanigans? I guess we got to take that pawn. England Gambit. I guess we got to defend it. He plays d6. Okay. What I remember about this is that the most annoying move for black, because I used to play this, is bishop g5. They want you to take, and then they're happy because they get all their pieces out. He goes queen d7. See, that's kind of awkward. You have to block. You have to block everything. I think I'm just going to play like e4, knight c3. Just get the pieces out and let him take back the pawn. That's fine. I don't really need the extra pawn that badly. All right, short bathroom break. I realize this is going to put my streak at risk, but I need to. You just played queen g4. Okay, the bathroom break can wait. Queen g4, dude. This is very suspicious. Can I just... Okay, so he's thinking like knight e5, take and win my bishop. Very suspicious, guys. I'm almost thinking about playing h3 and then bishop e2, followed by knight c3. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because if I play knight c3, I am a little bit concerned with this move. Okay, let's go h3, bishop e2. What, you're not going to take it? Okay, my plan, knight c3, and I have all my pieces out, and black is still moving their queen around a whole bunch of times. Be right back. All right, what has happened? Bishop f5. Oh, he did think for a while. Good, 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 good. Okay, bishop f5. He's going for the pawn, obviously. Option number one, ignore it and just castle. Takes. Ignore it. We have so many pieces out. I kind of like that. Could also start with knight c3 and then castle. Basically the same thing. I could defend it if I really want to. Yeah, I think we give it to him. I think we give it to him. Let's go. Let's go. And you might be thinking, Nelson, you're giving up some pawns. You're allowing a queen trade. Yes, I am. But you have to realize, even when queens are traded, I'm going to have a rook. I'm going to have a bishop. I'm going to have two knights and a bishop. And black is still not developed. It's still very dangerous. And I'm only going to be down 3-6, 3-6. Yeah, I'm only going to be down one pawn in this position. Now, if he wants to be greedy and take this, I mean, there's no way you can survive that. Knight b5 or knight d5. There's no way in the world that you can play a move like that and win a chess game. No, I mean, it's obviously Stockfish could do it, but I'm very confident we'll win if they take that. I think they have to trade queens and then hope for the best after this, but does not look like a good position for black, in my opinion. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. Did I wash my hands? Yes, I washed my hands. They're still wet. I didn't dry them all the way, but I did wash them. You have a moment like this in a game of chess, and that's what you're worried about? The other thing that's annoying for black is they can't castle because of my bishop. Now, they could deal with that with f6, but as soon as you open up the e-file, also have to watch out for shenanigans there. And even if you do castle, it's not like it's that simple because I'm going to have the open c-file. My pieces are already developed, so I like my position. Okay, now I do have a decision here. Initially, I was thinking this one because I want to put the rook on the c-file, but yeah, this actually might be a significant decision. Okay, I'm going to do this one. I'm envisioning the e-file is getting open, so I think that might be a little bit more valuable. Sometimes it's hard to say because you don't know what your opponent's going to play, right? Like depending on which moves they play, there might be situations where the c-file would be more valuable, but I'm just thinking this one is very likely to be opened. That's where the king is now, and so okay, so maybe they want to go g5 and then castle. Okay. I guess the first question that I have is, can I even just, for example, sack the bishop? So let's just say takes. Or even just ignore that and just immediately go for this before they can castle. Ah, maybe that's the play. Also, I could drop back and force g5 and then think about this. I would rather force them to take me here, which looks maybe a little better, although it does give them this option. Okay, let's start with the obvious move here, which would be, well, what is the obvious move? Probably knight b5? Threatening the fork. If they take me, I take, I get the rook, and the attack continues. We play rook c8. Well, then we stop them from castling, which is basically Mission accomplished. Okay. Also, knight d5. Is there any significant advantage to going knight d5 instead of b5? I don't think so. I think this is probably fine. Let's go. I don't want to use all my time. I think I might need some later. So let's do it. I forgot. I should have probably played bishop h4 first. Okay, it doesn't really matter. They go there. Okay. So maybe bishop here. Maybe I just go back and then bishop goes to g3. Let's do that. So we've stopped them from castling, which means we know where the king is going to be, at least for now. My next priority is probably going to be rook e1, and then move this bishop to get the rook involved. Maybe even taking here. Yeah, I think we're going to have some fun here. We might have to sacrifice some pieces, though, along the way. But if I can get rook e1 and then the bishop moves somewhere, like this is getting very dangerous for the black king. You missed the tourney yesterday? Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. I know I changed up the time, Ryan, so no problem. Okay, they take. So the first thing that we need to make sure of is that do we have a checkmate? Check almost. There's an annoying knight, so I guess I could just take here. Don't even have to calculate that. Forced mate, they take me. Takes, checkmate. That was an easy one. This is why it's really important to be super familiar with your checkmate patterns. So like bishop slicing across in front of the king and the rook comes down, that's checkmate. You need to know that so that you can pair it with the fact that if I take here and the rook leaves, the only piece defending is now the knight, which means I can give up my knight because if they take, forces this and then checkmate, right? It all fits together. Like one piece leads to the other piece leads to the other, you know. So I think they're in trouble because now this rook, and look at that, we did get the right rook. Imagine if I would have taken with the other rook, right? I wouldn't have rook e1 like I do now. So they'll have to probably be accurate here. Option number 1, we go back. If they take me, I take them. We have some very nice threats. I like that. Option number 2, I take. Doesn't look as good. Yeah, I probably should just go back here. We are threatening to simply take and then take this pawn. Okay, still same threats that I mentioned. We're only down a pawn. Still have a really nice position, though. We're probably going to get the pawn back. And black is still trying to figure out how they're going to get castled. Okay, so what's our options here? Takes, and then we take a rook. Check, the king moves. Oh, we take. No, gotta be this. Oh, rook h7. I didn't calculate rook h7. Maybe I have something. If I go here, check, you're gonna run, right? I probably should do this. I messed that up, guys. I messed that up. I didn't mean for this to happen like this. B5. Rookie 1, man. I think I messed this up. Somehow black is surviving, it looks like. They're going to play C5 here. I know, knight B5. Well, I have knight B5. Hold on. Not that simple. It is not that simple. Okay, so at this moment in time, I am up a pawn. If we can hold on to it. Here, they're going to come down here. Then we have time to save our bishop. Really need to get rookie 1 in, though. No, they don't do it. Okay, interesting. Rookie 1 has to be a good move. Has to be, because I need this here. Now we have some tactics with this guy moving and the rook being unleashed. Okay, so they're trying to get away from that, sure. The bishop f3 comes to mind. I think c5 is a threat, though. I think c5 is a threat. No, it's not. We just take. We just take, and then we're fine. Okay. Is bishop d3 a good move? I'm not sure. F3 maybe. e5 is what I'm concerned about. All right, let's go here. My bishop's in the way. I want to just trade it for this guy. Also, I don't want to fall too far behind on time. c5, I think we can just trade and then our knight can escape. Okay, we're going to lose a pawn, but actually we might lose 2 pawns now that I'm looking at it. Maybe b3. Well, all of that, and somehow we have an equal endgame. That's amazing, actually. That's really amazing. I mean, I don't know how equal it is. I feel like my pieces are more active, so maybe it's slightly better for me. Let's go for the checkmate. Let's go for the checkmate. How do they stop it? Bishop e7? Okay. Go for another checkmate here. Okay. Support my knight. Probably attack this bishop or take it and then attack it. But my knight's really good. Okay, we're going to win a pawn. Okay. Should be a winning endgame here. Threatening checkmate. That's checkmate. Ooh. Aha. Checkmate with a pawn. Checkmate with a pawn. How did we do? How did we do? 71. We did have a brilliant move. Only one moment when we were sort of losing. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look. This will be an interesting game. Will be an interesting game. So, Queen D7. Oh, it is the best move. Okay. E4 is not what Stockfish would have done. Stockfish says, take the pawn now. Take the pawn now and be happy. Okay. Queen G4. What a mess. All right. Actually an equal position according to Stockfish. That's incredible. So that was brilliant. I talked about it already. There's the checkmate we mentioned. So they can't take me. They played the best move. Stockfish would have gone knight to d4. Ah, with a double attack. Look at that. I missed that one. I did miss knight d4. If they would have just taken this. Wait, what? Oh, bishop takes c8. Oh, and you have 2 pieces for the rook, and black is better. Black has an active position. All the pieces are now going to be doing something. Ooh, okay. That was black's chance. They didn't see it. Allowed me to do... Wait, what? Stockfish's knight b5 is the move? Oh. Oh. I missed it. Missing a lot of things. Yeah. Oh, mate in 2. You guys want to pause? Mate in 2. Wow. You guys see it? Mate in 2. Yeah. Rook sack. Rook g8 check. This is crazy. It's setting up a back rank mate where the knight controls this square and black's own pieces are on the other squares, and then we just have checkmate. That's one of those weird patterns. My brain just didn't recognize it. Fascinating. So I went for this one instead, which they stopped, and then I was able to win the pawn, and this is a winning ending. And then, of course, they blundered and allowed me this beautiful checkmate. This was checkmate too, but you can use a pawn. You have to do it, right? You have to do it with a pawn. What is the score today? We haven't lost, right? Whoa. I'm on a streak. How did that happen? Man. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I thought we were going to 2,400. Maybe we're going to 2,500 today. No, it's going to happen at some point. Play d4 again. That was fun. Let's play the gambit. Oh, okay. So this is a Caro-Kann. We have transposed to a Caro-Kann, which I'm quite happy about. Quite happy about it. For those of you who are following the opening series where I'm teaching you a repertoire with e4, we covered this. We covered this gambit. Okay, he goes for e6. This is a passive way. Normally I go this way. I think Avo had recommended the move knight e5 and like throw these pawns for it. Okay, I'll play with what I normally play. But I do want to experiment with his recommendation at some point. I think that would be an interesting thing to try, knight e5. But for now, we'll go with the usual. Most people here play bishop e7. And I'm going to just kind of line up here. Now, they don't have to castle. Oh. But if they do, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. This is what we talk about in the video. Queen h4, bishop, queen. We're going to be checkmating this king. Feel it in my bones. Feel a checkmate. That's a move I don't know that I've seen, but I don't think it really helps them too much. Queen h4. Checkmate is coming. All we have to do is get rid of this knight. It's very easy to do. Knight e5 and sack the rook. Or bishop g5 and trade. Very easy. Even if they defend it with their other knight, we can go like this. Take, sack, and checkmate. h6 is pretty common here. We just take it and we win. g6. Bishop g5 usually wins. Or maybe knight e5. We'll see. I'll have to think about it if they play g6. I think black's already lost. It's crazy to say on move 10, but I think they're already lost. Planet of the Apers. Welcome to the back rink. Hey, thanks. Okay. He's trying to generate some counterplay. The problem is it's just too little too late. And I'm ready to basically end the game, right? This means nothing. But now black has to start finding some only moves, I guess, to survive. If there is a way to survive, I don't know. It might just be lost already. But this is, you see why this opening is so much fun. Because this happens all the time. This happens all the time. Like we're playing against the 2300, but the game's about to be over. Okay, so their plan is this. But here's the thing. We do have a sack, takes, and this move. That's one option. But I think instead just knight e5 and then double sack and win that way. Yeah. So this is our plan. Takes, takes, takes. Checkmate. So how does black stop that? If you take me, I will take back. And now I'm hitting your knight. And if you take me, I will take. There is no trade because my bishop covers it. And I have a checkmate. That's not going to do it. What else could they play? h6. Normally you would sack your bishop. Yeah, we could probably do that. You'd probably sack the bishop. Might even be able to play something like knight e4. Okay. I'll just go with the normal. I'll just go with the normal sack here. Yeah. This is one of those moves that I don't even really think about anymore. I just know that from experience that it's like almost always good. Almost always good. Because once you get rid of those two pawns, there's no way the king survives. The rook comes up. You got all these pieces. Queen, there's just no way. Unless there's some crazy exception to the rule, we should be winning. Okay. We take it. So now we have the same threat. And it's just a question again of getting rid of the knight. Alternatively, the other option is we go with the rook lift and we do it this way. I'm wondering about this actually, because then my knight is under attack. Yeah, that's what he does. Okay. Okay, I think I see the move. Do you guys see the move? I think I see the win here. Do you guys see it? This is a little tricky. It's a little tricky. If you go for this, I think he would take and then sack his queen, and then he ends up getting a whole bunch of pieces. Okay. Sacking the knight just replaces itself, and we don't have a bishop. Now we could bring the other rook over. Maybe that's also winning. Takes, but then I don't know if he's going to get some checks that might cause us any problems. So we'd have to think about that. So I think a cleaner way is just take here, because then you can't take back, it's checkmate. And if you take any other way, then we sack, and then there's no knight to replace it, and it is checkmate. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's a funny line. Queen takes h2. Oh no. I take it. Knight g4 forks me. What? I'm kidding, guys. We just take with the queen. We just take it with the queen. It's not a big deal. That doesn't work. I think we win. Thank you, Andrew. I tried. I hope they take here, because then we can probably get two brilliant moves this game. Bishop h6 and then the rook f6. I think. What? Check, 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 check. Okay, well, I guess they're hoping that I take here and then planning on running away. But I have a little surprise for them. Okay, hold on. We have a couple of ways we could do. We could go check to force the king first. Then we could take this. Or we could just take and then take with the rook. That's pretty good too. But I think if we take with the rook first, that's even better. Because then if the bishop takes, this is just checkmate immediately. If the bishop doesn't move, then this is always going to be checkmate. So this must be the move. The process of elimination. There might be other ways to win too. It looks like there's a lot of moves that would win this position, but this seems to be the easiest one that my brain can calculate right now. So let's do that. Knight on c3 has been hanging for the past 6 moves. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Good observation. Yeah, we just don't care. Okay, they resigned. All right. What's the accuracy, guys? What do you think? I think it might be above 95. I think it might be above 95. Ooh. That means I missed something big. I wonder what it was. Wonder what I missed. Looks like it was right here. I think it was right here. Ah, so bishop takes h6 is a good move. It's the second engine move. But I missed the best, which is knight e4. Okay, so of course if they take us, I could see why we would do this. Because now we come in with the knight and it's even more powerful. But my brain is telling me, what if they take here? We take... and the game goes on. Is this really so good for me? f5. Stockfish is saying you just get a bunch of pieces. And Stockfish likes this position. Okay. So knight e4, slightly better. All right, I didn't see that. Oh. The only reason it didn't like this was not because they take back. If they take back, I'm even further ahead. It's because if they don't take and they take here, and I take, now I'm actually no longer have an advantage. Wow. That is wild. Very difficult stuff for humans to think this way, though. To play h6 and then just not take it and do something else. Very difficult to think that way, but that's what they needed to do, and black would somehow survive. Although the best move for me is knight b5. And then knight g6, counterattacking the queen. I don't know what is happening. And then I take. They don't take back. No, this is just ridiculous. Stockfish says queen d8. You have to leave both bishops hanging because your queen was under attack. What is happening? What is going on? And then Stockfish is like, okay, now we'll bring a bishop back. And they still can't take this, by the way, because it's just losing completely. So they have to go knight e4. What is this? This is the best move. Look at this. Knight e4. Thank you. f5. This is okay. This is just ridiculous. Can't look at that anymore. Anyway, so there was quite a bit going on with the bishop h6 sacrifice, but after it's accepted, the game is now over. You can see the eval bar there, and it's knight takes d7 was the cleanest. Rook takes f6. Did not even get a brilliant move. Wow. Okay. Let's keep it going. I'm going to lose eventually. You guys know it. Okay. I think I will play e5 again. e5, d5. I've been having some pretty good success with this against pretty much anything. Why should I change now? Okay, so this is actually the elephant gambit. This is the elephant gambit. This one is an option, and then we take. This is also an option, and then usually we push. Okay, they're going to go for it. All right, bishop c4. Ah, they played d4. Too bad. I wanted to play the wasp. Bishop c4 allows us to play the wasp variation. But against this, I guess we just take it. Bishop d3. Probably should attack this knight. The thing about the rating is, if you keep winning, you get to a point where you play a 2300 rated player like this, and you only get a couple points. Like right now I'm getting 5, but if I keep going higher, it'll be like 4, and then it'll be like 3. And then if you lose, you'll lose like 12 or 13 points. And 2,300 rated players are no small they're good. They're good players, right? So you have to be like extremely consistent if you're going to win and keep the rating up. Okay, knight c4. So they want to take my bishop. I don't know if I have time to prevent that. I could go back and maybe the knight's a little awkward, or I could just develop something like this. Now let's just develop. I think we just go for speed, get as many pieces out as we can so we don't get into trouble. Don't love giving up the bishop pair, but sometimes you have to do it. I think we go knight c6 next, and then we try to castle this way. Okay, was not expecting them to do that. But they want to give me an isolated pawn, huh? I could play king e7, although takes, bishop f4 does not look very good for me. c6 is obviously not an option. So I guess it's going to be knight c6. And we go from there. I will have an isolated pawn, which is not ideal, but it kind of surprised me with bishop b5 there, to be honest with you. They're not going to take this because it fixes my pawn, so they're going to, yeah, castle. All right, let's castle. Get the king out of the center, get the rook behind the pawn. Now my knight can move, so we are threatening maybe something like this. Yeah, white's probably a little bit better here, actually. Takes, they're threatening this guy. Okay. I'm going to defend my pawn in a sneaky way. You take, I take back, and it's defended. And then I guess we bring the knight out next move somewhere. Knight's going to come in. I could play d5 to stop that, but then it opens up some other squares for the knight. Probably just need to develop. Question is which one? Which one? Let's go here. I like the option to have two different ways we can attack this bishop. I've won my last 17 games. Are you serious? 17. That's pretty good. I don't know what my best streak is, but that's got to be pretty close. Although some of those, okay, some of those came from the tournament. Some of those did come from the Halloween Gambit tournament when I was playing against a lot of low-rated opponents. So that's part of it. But today, I mean, we haven't been playing against low-rated opponents today, so that's generally what happens to me, though. I get on these streaks, and I'll win a whole bunch, and then the next week I'm losing a whole bunch, you know? Okay, so I think we need to bring the knight. The question is where? What's going to happen to the bishop? So if I go here, I guess we get the bishop. If you go here, I can chase you around. If you go here, I can take it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because if we make this trade, then we get rid of the bishop pair advantage for white. And then it's just knight against bishop, knight against bishop. Or knight and bishop against knight and bishop. Okay, the question is... So takes check, I take, he takes, I take, he takes, 3, 6. No, yeah, I'm winning a piece. Okay, my brain wasn't working. I'm winning a piece if they do that. Okay, so they have to take back. I'll assume with the knight. I mean, I guess you could take with the pawn, but that seems unlikely. No, they're probably going to take with the knight. Okay. I think I'll play a6 then. Notice that now that the bishop is gone, I'm much more willing to play a move like a6 because I don't worry so much about these dark square weaknesses because there's no bishop to take advantage of it. Well, they do take with a pawn. Whoa. Very surprising. They want to keep the pressure here, which is interesting. So I have king c7 is one option. I have takes and knight e5 is another option. Although the bishop's going to be very powerful in d5. And my knight's powerful too. So that's an interesting dynamic. Very interesting dynamic if we want to do that. Although I think I'm just leaning towards king c7. Just defend. Also gets my king off the square that the bishop can attack, which I like. Wonder why they did this, because now I have a target. I can play like rook e8 and at some point pile up on that. Okay, well. a6 looks good now, though. Okay. So yeah, a6 takes. Then we have bishop against a knight. In theory, should be good since there's pawns on both sides of the board. Let's do it. Let's do it. They have to take. Okay, they have to move the knight now or defend, but they're going to move it here. They're going to move it there. What am I going to do? Rook b8 maybe? And push my pawn? Rook b8's easy to deal with though. b3. a5, a4, rook here. Attack the pawn. Okay, I think that's okay. I like that my bishop is really controlling the knight. That's a good setup. That's a very good setup. So a4, rook b4. We attack it like this. Here looks bad. Maybe just g5 to win the pawn. d4, we take. Okay, so they could play rook d4. Ah, a3, interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I almost want to play F. Let's see, hold on. I could even just sack. I'm going to get 1, 2. I'm only going to get 2 pawns. No, don't want to do that. a4, they push. That was a pretty good move, I guess. Let me play f6 while I continue to think. Do I want to pivot over here and reroute the bishop and pile up on that guy? Seems pretty logical, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeps my position pretty solid, although there is this potential idea. Well, I guess I could play a4. Okay, I like it. I like it. Okay. Are they threatening anything? No, 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 no. Here? We could play c5 now. And then a4. Yeah, c5 is interesting. Because before I didn't like the knight jumping in. Now they have to waste time to do that. Which gives me time to play a4 and infiltrate. Also stops knight d4 ideas. Let's do it. But yeah, this is good. So this is really, I think, a pro tip, guys. When you have an isolated pawn against like connected pawns, if you push it forward and you're able to trade it off, you've gotten rid of an isolated pawn for one of your opponent's probably stronger pawns. And if they take you, you now have given them a whole bunch of messed up pawns. You're probably going to get your pawn back and have more targets. So this is like a good idea to keep in your mind. Coming into d5, but it's okay. I'm busting through now. Okay, they go for it. Now I have two options. I can go for this, or I can just take it back right away. Both look good. This looks good because we can maybe sneak in behind. This also looks good. Let me just go here and take it. Even if they got the rook there, my king is stopping any invasions. This is going to be a fork. Knight d5, we just take it, of course. I mean, I say of course, I guess technically I don't have to take it, but that knight just looks really annoying. I wouldn't want to leave it sit there. I would take it. Okay, almost, but the knight is covering it. Okay, let's take it. Do you see what I'm saying, right? I got rid of my isolated pawn. I got it back. And now it's my opponent who has the weak pawns, all because I decided to push that guy forward. I don't want to deal with that knight. And this rook needs to be activated, so let's go here. So it's even pawns, but my position looks much better because I have clear targets. And white has no clear targets, right? Like none of my pawns are particularly weak. So this should be definitely an advantage for me. Now, is it enough to win? Well, we'll see. We will see. So just getting ready to set up some tactics. I'm not exactly sure what yet. But maybe I can go here and infiltrate with my king to really put the pressure on. Back here. Okay, let's do it. Let's bring the king. Hopefully this is not a mistake. If they go here, I'm happy with this. They go, oh, here. Okay. We save the pawn. Save the pawn. Notice I'm always thinking of like giving myself another option to push a pawn forward. What is this? They're getting a little desperate. They're getting a little desperate. I'm coming in like this, though. Jack, I don't really care. Check. We're in. Check. We take. I'm happy. Ah, they want to do this. No, they don't want to do that. What do they want to do? What is this? Okay, I see that. Wait, actually, can I take it? Check and go king b6? If you take me, I take you. That's a winning ending. It looks like I'm getting tricked, but I'm not. I'm not getting tricked. And I have a whole bunch of pawns now, which are all still defended. So option number 1, we go here, let the king invade, and then we take this and this. Option number 2, we go here to try to keep the king, but then this is a problem. But then I take, he takes, I take, he takes. Which version is better? I think the one where my king is up here. Of course, you can't catch it, so it's an easy win. Keeping the streak alive. That was a pretty interesting endgame, actually. Okay. Opponent played pretty well. I wasn't ever really in trouble that game. So, nice. Very nice. I guess let's keep going. I mean, maybe we'll hit 2450. Maybe it's time for 2450. Whose secret account is this? Okay. Let's play this again. We're having some good success. Just throwing the pawns out there, being aggressive, putting our pieces on good squares, not overthinking things. Elephant Gambit for the win. Okay, so the main move is to push. I'm just wondering if I want to do anything else, kind of mix it up a little bit, you know? Like maybe like knight f6, just give up this pawn and then take with the queen or some shenanigans like that. Bishop b4 might be a weird move I could play. Do stop knight c3 and then meet it with it. No, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. Okay, let's push. Let's push. We'll stick with the main move. And I know you're supposed to play queen e7, but I'm thinking of doing something different. Maybe like knight f6 fits my style a little bit better. Let's do knight f6. I think this is the main move, though, queen e7. What's up, Steven? We got both mods in the chat. We had Yanni in here, too, earlier. He goes d3, so he's going to just take me back. So how do I stop that in a nice way? Queen d5. And then I just take it. Knight here, we have here, 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 here. So queen d5, knight c3, bishop b4, bishop d2 takes. Am I in trouble in that position if I castle, let's just say? If I castle, he takes me, I take him. I don't think I'm in trouble. If I castle, he takes here. I don't think I'm in trouble. Let's do it. Let's do it. He's going to play knight c3. I mean, there's no way. No way you don't play knight c3 here. Knight c3, bishop d2, takes, castles. That's what we're going to see. Calling it. Am I confident enough to pre-move all of those moves? No. Answer is no. Should have done it. I should have done it. Bishop d2. Could have gotten away with it. I could have gotten away. So if I didn't miscalculate anything, takes, and then he loses a piece. Takes, and I think I just take with the knight. Rook d1, I have knight c3. Yeah, it seems fine. Wait, what did I miscalculate? I thought I was winning a piece. What did I miscalculate? Oh, queen d4? I didn't see that one. I didn't see, or queen e5, sorry. Wow, all right. That was... Wait. Rook e8. Rook e8. We got him. We got him. We got him, boys and girls. Yes. Elephant Gambit strikes again. You can defend it one time, but then I have f6. And you can say goodbye to the bishop. You can say goodbye to the bishop. Let's go. Let's go. Elephant Gambit. We beat Jackie Chan. 95. What is happening? What is happening? Oh my goodness. I'm just playing crazy stuff, guys. I'm not even playing the main moves. Like, I knew that the main move was like queen e7. No, it's not. Actually, the best move is knight f6. Never mind. I didn't even know the right move. Thought it was queen e7. Okay, it was knight f6. Oh, this is what Stockfish would have done. This is exactly what Stockfish would have done. Castles. And I am winning at this point. I'm absolutely winning. Man. Let's see what time is it. I probably have a couple more games in me. Let's try to go for 2450. See if we can win one more for 2450. Now, I haven't played anyone. Wait, did I play someone above 2400? I might have played someone above 2400. I might have. Okay, let's just keep going with this craziness because it seems to be working. Oh, whoa. Not expecting that. Yeah, this guy's like, nope, I want nothing to do with your shenanigans. I'm getting my pyramid and you can't stop me. That's what he said. Let's go knight c6. That's pretty funny. Now he takes it. Okay. I'm going to play f6. I want to... So do you guys remember the game where they castled and we brought our queen over? We're going to attempt to do the same thing here. Okay, well, this person is not going to let us, apparently. But I was going to attempt to do the same thing. Castle, and, you know, when they castle, we can bring our queen over. But this is... I mean, I have no idea what's going on now. I have no idea. Castle anyway. Okay, I think I'm going to do a little waiting move. And this is a useful move to get off of the light squares so you don't get hit by any tactics. But it's also going to give me a lot of information if white is going to castle or not. So that's why I'm going to go king h8. Because I really would like to see. Is this happening now or not? Because if you... Okay. See what I mean? We get some very valuable information there. And the information is, don't think you can predict this opponent's moves, because you cannot. Wow. F4. Something just tells me that's not a good move. Spidey sense is going crazy right now. Question is, how do we take advantage of it? I mean, okay, bishop g4, he's probably just going to move the queen. I don't know, knight g4, what am I actually threatening? Is the question. Queen e8. Okay, queen e8's interesting, though. We have a cheap threat. He might just castle. And then knight g4. Queen e8. Okay, I mean, I could... Oops, sorry about that, guys. I could see how this could be a useful move. Let's go queen e8. So we're setting up some ideas in the future. It also comes with an immediate pin on the pawn, which means we can take here. Okay, so they do castle. All right. Bishop g4 now maybe makes more sense. Does it? So knight g4 is interesting. Let's say he plays queen f3. That's the move I'm not sure about. Queen f3. Although we have 95. Hold up. 95 is annoying, isn't it? Okay, let's try this one. Let's try this one and see what we can do, guys. Our opponent is not thinking at all, by the way. They have not thought more than 7 seconds on any move. I don't know what that means. If it means anything. You do play queen f3. So knight here takes. I think we're okay. I think they have to go back, and then we take the... we can go for that. We drop it back, setting up some potential tactics. Okay, let's just verify that this doesn't get me in trouble. We take a queen. If they take back, I can take here. Yeah, should be good. Okay. Queen e2. Queen e2 is about to happen. Queen e2. The question is, do I have any crazy sacrifices? No, probably just need to take it and go queen h4, h3, knight back, right? Okay, so we get rid of their bishop. I could play c5, actually. c5 is not crazy. c5 is not crazy. They're going to go knight f3. It's not that good. Okay, I think I want to go here. Force them to make a decision about the king. How do you stop the checkmate? Instantly plays h3. Okay, so I think we just go back. Have any other moves? No, just go back. Okay, so maybe this is in the cards. Maybe bishop h3 is in the cards. Maybe knight e4. Whoa. They stopped that. Just going to put my bishop here and bring my rook over. Count's been around for a while, so we should be good. Just have a very strange playing style. I think I need to bring some more pieces over. Let's go here. '94 rookie 4. Let's sink the knight there. Can't be a bad move. I'm a little bit concerned about my time, but this person's just playing so fast. There's not a lot I can do about that. I mean, they haven't thought really at all. So I just have to keep playing good moves and hope it's good enough. Not sure. I'm going to try to play c5, and I don't want the knight jumping here. If I can get c5 and then maybe bishop b5 could be annoying. Bishop f5. There might be some other ideas too. Can I even play g5? Is this a move? That seems a bit risky. It might not be bad though. Okay, so c5. Where's the knight go? No, 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 no. Here? Bishop b5. c4. Takes, 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 takes. You go here. It works both ways, doesn't it? Okay, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's get some fancy tactics going here. Fancy ones. Okay, bishop b5. Bishop b5, queen. They have to play c4. We take. Everything's defended. We take. Oh, there's a knight defending that bishop. Ah. That's too bad. I thought we had him, guys. Miscalculated. I miscalculated that. Man, okay, doesn't work. I gotta find a new plan quick. What should the plan be? I have no idea. Take, they take, that's not good. Or is it? It's on c6. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. Okay, go. I gotta do something. I'm just trying to open up the diagonal for the bishop. That's what my thinking process is. You have to play c4. The queen's trapped. It's the only move. Not sure what they're thinking about. There it is. You have to take back. Only move. Queen is trapped. There you go. Okay. Now we'll go here. And I'm basically saying I've opened up this. Now, can I use it to attack is the question. Maybe we have to play rook d8 here. If I move my knight, this will be, well, Hmm. I don't want to take and let the rook come in and attack me, so I'm going to go here. Also defends my bishop, so now my knight can move if I need to. They can't take because of this. Probably going to do something like bishop c3 or move the rook somewhere. I'm worried about the time though. I'm worried about the time. I gotta pick up the pace if I can, but it's a tricky position. Unfortunately, that's not even a threat because there's a knight sitting there for some reason. Why is there a knight on c2, you ask? Couldn't tell you. I guess the same reason there's a rook on f3 and a bishop on d2. It's like, what is this? What is this? What are they doing? Okay, I think we got him, guys. I don't know what's going on. We could even take the free knight. Generally speaking, if you have an option to give up a bishop for a rook or a free piece, you want to take the free piece. That's better, though. And now we can come back here, I guess. We can trap the rook here. D3 next. Look at those bishops. Look at those amazing bishops. To check, we'll take that first. As long as I don't get checkmated here, we're going to win this game. That's like the only way we lose. So queen g3, I'm just going to go queen g6 and make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay, so we defend. And it's just a question of how do we break through? Double up these guys first. Okay. This should do it. Let me just verify. No tricks. Oh no. I'm going to lose this game. I'm going to lose this game on time. I'm calling it now. There's a back rank checkmate. Nelson. You literally just said make sure there are no tricks. Can't believe I just did that. I was going to play I literally was going to play h6. No idea how mad that makes me. Wow. Do I just lose now? Unbelievable. I can't believe this game. Cannot believe it. Maybe they blunder their queen and we win. That's the only thing I can hope for. Can't believe this. I cannot believe it, guys. Makes me so mad. All I had to do was play h6. Game was over. Also, I've never seen a person play chess like this. Like, the moves they were making were just kind of ridiculous. Can't believe we lost this game. Literally cannot believe it. If I would have played h6, game's over. And I said to myself I should play h6, and then I was like, it's just... Yes. You're correct, Rob. It's funny how chess works, because I'm up 50 points, and I feel like I'm down like 100 after that game. Come on, guys. This is how the stream is going to end. I'm actually really surprised how fast they found this, though. Isn't that kind of surprising? Five seconds. That's a pretty good tactic. I'm not playing that in 5 seconds, usually. I don't know. Obviously, I threw the game, but all I'm saying is this person was playing some very strange stuff. That's all I'm saying. Still should have won. But it doesn't make me wonder. Doesn't make me wonder. This was I mean, this is a fantastic move. If anybody's wondering, I can't take it with the rook because the bishop pins. I gotta stop. I can't play anymore after that. He took 10 seconds to take my queen. Yeah, you're right. There was some other moments too. Where was the queen capture at that we were talking about? You're talking about here at the end? Yeah. Good point. He finds the rook takes g7 faster than it takes him to take the queen. That's a good point. And there were some other moments too where it was like only moves. I don't know. Obviously I lost because I blundered, but I also wonder, like, the first part of that game just felt so challenging, and then it was like he just threw it away with a couple of like really ridiculously bad moves. And then finds rook g7, rook takes g7 in 5 seconds. I don't know. Very weird. Very weird. I'll just say that. All right, guys. We had a good run. We did get, let me show you, if you missed it earlier, I want to show you one thing. Where's it at? Which game was it? No, I don't think it was that one. I don't think it was that one. Yeah, I think it was this one. Okay. If you missed it earlier, we had this position. My rook is under attack. Okay. Castles. And this is a brilliant move. Why is it not showing the brilliant move? Hold on. There you go. Brilliant castles. We did have that earlier. So it's still a good stream. I'm just really, really upset about this last game. I promise you, my face is not showing how upset I am about that game. I mean, especially of all the games to lose. Like, we're literally smoking all these 2400s, and then, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. All right, we'll see you guys next time. I got to run. This was fun for the most part for the last game. Thanks, Rob, for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, have a good week. See you next time. Maybe next time we go for 2500.